Hi everyone, and welcome to another week of digital marketing news. The UK is slowly starting to open back up again, and we are seeing more and more competition coming back onto the market. But the sun is shining. Hopefully next week they're going to open campsites again, because I cannot wait to go camping. But we have some great news this week with some new ad formats from YouTube, Google giving away some free traffic in September, and much, much more. Enjoy. Response ads coming to YouTube. This is something really new and exciting. E-commerce and YouTube have had a couple of missed starts so far, but this could be something that works really well. Previously, to get shopping ads onto the channel, you had to either go through the content partner network, which was notoriously full of a lot of crap, or through smart campaigns that don't really give any data. This solution looks like much more scalable and robust for e-commerce sites using video. So the issue that I've always found with video is that it's great for raising awareness and increasing brand recognition, but it's never been great at same session sales. We've got a lot of data to prove that people have viewed our videos, our client videos on YouTube, and have gone on to buy their products, but it's not normally in the same session. The issue always was that customers would watch your promoted video if it was a pre-roll, but the reason the customer was seeing your video is because they were waiting to see the content after the pre-roll. It was always going to be a major challenge to get a user to stop doing what they originally wanted to do and do what you wanted them to do as an advertiser. But the new ad format is simple, and it looks like a very powerful way of syncing products with content. There looks to be enough data to promote a strong click-through rate in the ad. With the right audience targeting, I could really see these working. And we've seen CPMs, so cost per 1,000 impressions on YouTube, for as low as 15 pence. So even with a low click-through rate and a low conversion rate, there is still quite a good chance for profit. So these new ad formats are set up by syncing your YouTube channel with your Google Merchant Center feed and then selecting the most suitable products per video. I'm scheduled to set up my first one tomorrow, so I will feedback on how well this system works. Now, the tool is also making lead gen ads, and they are all the rage at the moment. Facebook is currently leading the way with this ad type, but I could see the new lead gen ad on YouTube also being quite successful. Now, I've got to admit, I am using YouTube a lot more than I did pre-lockdown. So I'm currently looking at getting an e-cargo bike, basically a bike to take my daughter to school without having to use the car. So with these ads, I could see it entirely possible to raise awareness and convert a customer, such as myself, completely within YouTube. Historically, I always saw YouTube as a top of funnel channel and would always need to do something else to get these users over the line, either through remarketing or something similar. But this new format could unlock the profitability of YouTube, even if it's just because businesses are still struggling with their multi-channel attribution. Get free Google Maps ads. So my favourite price is free, and Google has said that as people begin to visit businesses in person again, they want to send more customers your way. So through September 2020, they won't be charging you for clicks, calls or sales from promoted pins. So they've started rolling out promoted pins to smart campaign advertisers with a Google business profile, and it will be fully available in the coming weeks. Now, I'm always up for some free marketing and free advertising, so for the 15 minutes that it takes to set these up, I recommend giving them a go. So it's really simple to do as long as you have a Google Ads account and a Google My Business page set up correctly and connected. So you simply have to create a smart campaign, which is actually my least favourite type of campaign, but it is super simple. Just click Add New Campaign. I choose leads and then select smart campaigns and follow the instructions, and you are done and it's live. Now, these are great to use for free, but do keep an eye on them, because depending on how these run, I still think you're going to get charged for some elements. Although it does say through September 2020 you won't be charged for clicks, calls or sales through the promoted pins. But I would get ready to pause them probably again in October and switch them to a campaign format where you're going to get some data back as well. TikTok explains how the TikTok algorithm works. So TikTok has released some insight into how the tool decides which videos are going to show in your feed. Although there's no real groundbreaking insight here, it's worth a read to just understand the fundamentals of how the system works. So TikTok has revealed the fundamentals of how it ranks videos that will then appear in your feed. It doesn't seem like rocket science, but it uses recommendation data. So First way it uses it is through personalization. The tool will look at your preference data to decide which videos you are most likely to enjoy. It uses data such as the preferences that you originally set up when you set up your profile. These were called interest categories, if you can remember that long ago. And it uses data alongside the videos that you have voted that you like as well as dislike to individually rank videos for each individual user. 2, it looks at some video quality metrics. So TikTok calls them user interactions, and it's metrics such as likes, shares, comments, etc. to gauge the quality of a video. 3, the length of the video. If a longer video is viewed from the beginning to the end, this is a strong ranking factor in the platform, and it will see this as a positive weighting for the video that's being viewed. 4, it does talk about some device optimization, but the platform says this is quite minimal. And then finally, number 5, which is very interesting, the platform mentions that it is quite concerned with what it calls filter bubbles, which is essentially you keep seeing the same content over and over due to over-optimization of your preferences. TikTok has said that every so often it will throw a video into your feed that's completely outside your preferences, just as a way to keep its data fresh. If you are interested in TikTok's ranking data, they are opening up a transparency center in Los Angeles where experts will be allowed to view the source data of their. Facebook explains in more detail how it chooses which ads to show. So Facebook has released a new video and data release on how the system chooses which ads to show on Facebook and Instagram. Although it's not the most technical post in the world, it's really useful if you'll consider using the channel or are new to the system. The video, which I'll send a link to, gives a really good rounded approach to the system and answers some of the questions that we're commonly asked about running these sorts of ads. It explains some of the metrics that are used in the system, such as ad quality score equals bid price times by estimated action rate plus ad quality. And there's some interesting points on how to understand when an ad that you've been seeing how an ad that you have seen has targeted you. The why am I seeing this link can explain the detailed targeting options that an advertiser has used to target an ad to yourself. And if off Facebook activity has been used, it explains how you can remove this data from your account. We'll place a link below to the article. Time to start getting ready for Christmas. I know, it's only the end of June and everything that's happened in the last couple of months, Christmas really is the last thing on people's minds. However, it is on its way, and last week Google released its annual 2020 Holiday Playbook. So I'll link to the document at the bottom of this post, but some of the stats within it are genuinely quite interesting. So next day delivery search terms in 2019 during the Christmas period were up 18%, so customers are wanting faster delivery of their Christmas gifts. 79% of shoppers said they'd used a Google platform as part of their holiday purchases, and 70% of UK shoppers were open to buying from new retailers during the festive season. Now, this is something that we noticed. The seasonal peak has moved closer to Christmas Day. Last Christmas was a bit of a strange one. We didn't get hit by any adverse weather, and I think there was a large expectations of retailers going into sale before Christmas. In 2018, the peak query day was December the 16th, but in 2019 it was December the 22nd, so it had actually moved back 6 days, which is quite a lot for 1 year. I think this year is going to be in the middle of these dates, unless we get hit by another kind of beast from the east type weather phenomenon. Now, also Google doesn't give all the details, but it does make some predictions for CPCs during the period, which are worth a read, and if they're as accurate as the keyword planner data, I would take them with a little bit of a pinch of salt, but we'll link to the bottom. Don't forget to get these updates straight to your inbox. Subscribe using the link in the description.